I think my roommate doesn't actually exist. My roommate was supposed to move in about a month ago. When I heard we were going to be roommates, I texted her saying I was excited to meet her. After all, I will be living with her. A few days go by, and I think it's strange that I haven't heard back from her, so I decided to call her number. The number was disconnected. Weird. I decided to email her. No response, even a month later. I found an alternate email of hers, and upon emailing her there, I was promptly sent back a reply that this mailbox had been disconnected. Okay, so you're getting ghosted. You're calling numbers are disconnected. You're sending emails to things that are disconnected. I have a feeling you're like a more conscious. Do we ever know the main character's name in Fight Club, Edward Norton? Do you ever know his name? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, the narrator. So your roommate's the fucking narrator. And you're Tyler Durden. No, you're the narrator. Your roommate's Tyler Durden. Okay. This lady's going out of her way to fucking talk to her roommate, and she's just getting she's just running into walls every time she turns a corner. So this isn't good. So she's at this point, and she started getting a little more than curious, and maybe even got a little scared. Oh my God, who's this person who's supposed to be living with me that isn't living with me and I can't get in touch with? I'm scared. So I Googled her. No Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, no LinkedIn, nada. Check her Zanga, baby. I checked to see if she is affiliated with the university down a few blocks. Nope. Literally not a trace of her on social media or online in general. She had other numbers associated when I looked at her free background reports. All of them were disconnected. I looked at her possible family members. They all had at least 7 different numbers. Called them all disconnected. Not to mention that all of them have hopped around several states. They moved around 7 states in the span of a decade. Also very suspicious. Okay, so you got like a band of gypsies on your back. So you found a band of gypsies. See, this person is following Andrew Tate's guidance and is living in many different grids, 7 states, different grids, 7 different numbers, 7 different states. But what are you doing running free background checks on people? Well, apparently they all shared the same address. I Googled the house inside on Street View. In front of the house was an unlicensed vehicle, as in no license plate, no temporary license either. The car also had a message painted on the side. What did it say? Stop digging. Stop fucking digging. I'm not going to be find someone else to pay half rent. I don't know what kind of marker is used right on cars. The message stated that the vehicle had an engine problem. That's a metaphor. The vehicle has a fucking engine problem. The engine is your mind, and because you're losing yours. Anyway, what the fuck? Yeah, it is weird. It's weird that you're like internet sleuthing the shit out of this bitch. I think her family is into shady business, which explains the lack of social media, disconnected phone numbers, disconnected email addresses, and moving around from state to state. Is it possible that someone in her family made up her identity, forged a birth certificate, got a social security number associated with that identity, and started scamming? Oh, and apparently she has aliases. She has 2 other names she goes by. Also found that in the background report. I considered telling the police, but they would think I'm a weirdo. Anything else I can do? Yeah, go live your fucking life. But you want to find this bitch. You got her aliases. That's huge. You know what you can do with those aliases? You can Google them. And you can start this whole process over. So she's got 2 different names that she goes by, so you can have to do this whole thing twice over. So you get to Google it and write back to me. But imagine her calling the police. Yeah, my roommate hasn't showed up. See, when was the last time you saw her? I never saw her. Well, what's her name? She has many names. What's her phone number? They're all disconnected. All right, we're going to send someone down there. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then boom, you're in the back of the golf cart. The golf cart of justice. You're just a fucking bag of clubs in the back of a golf cart of justice. Yeah, this is weird. You think you were getting scammed? Did you like who? I have so many questions. Do you own the property, or is it your house? Are you the one like making the deals? But I don't really get it. I don't really understand. Like this, they made up her identity. Why would they make up her identity and then use her identity to rent a house but not rent a house? To become a roommate but not become a roommate? I think you should just kind of pump the brakes here and definitely get back to us. And you know, she just went off grid. She did the thing, or maybe she's in many grids. Okay, I already said that. But yeah, it is a little creepy. It's also your internet sleuthing is a little creepy too. But I will say, good work. This is great. You found a band of gypsies, and one of them wanted to settle down. But I think the gypsy clan said, "We don't settle down. We gotta keep moving. 7 states ain't enough. We can consider settling down once we hit 24 states and 24 phone numbers and 24 aliases." Yeah, what could explain this? Okay, so there is a ton of other... Why would you have so many aliases? Like, how do aliases work? Is it just something that you say? Do you have to... Like, how does something become your alias? Any name used in place of a birth name, while there may be legitimate reasons for using another name, it's often used by criminals as they don't wish to have their true identity revealed, or they have a short nickname that they go by instead of their birth name. Nicknames which you publicly use on other forms, usually a derivative of your name, such as if your name is Daniel and have been known as Dan or Danny. Nicknames which you have publicly used in the past. Pen names, stage names, professional names you do use or have used in the past. This girl, I don't know. She's got a fucking identity crisis. She can't settle down with the same email. I have the same email, and it's holding me back in life because it's a silly email. And everyone who I give my silly email to, they say, "You're never going to get anywhere in your career because your email's too silly. Change that and get back to me." And you know what? My career goes nowhere, so who's right? Sounds like they were. All right, cool. I don't know what to say, lady. Hopefully she doesn't come and get you and you become the next alias.